Hey everyone, Dr. Nadia Rizzo here, naturopathic doctor, and thanks for joining me today to talk about proteins and carbs and, well, essentially what it has to do with weight loss. So, I want to start off by saying if you are a vegan or you adhere to a vegan diet, that is totally fine. I totally respect everyone's choices and their beliefs, and this is not a talk about shaming anyone's beliefs or choices. This is just informational purposes as to why some vegan sources versus animal sources may be more helpful when it comes to weight loss. So something that's very important to understand if you are trying to lose weight or maintain your weight is your blood sugar stabilization. So when your blood sugar goes up and down, this makes it seriously challenging to lose weight. You want to have more of a stable blood sugar. Carbs or glucose, it turns into sugar in the body, and when our blood sugar spikes up and down, our energy spikes up and down, we crash, we feel like junk, and it's really not good for our weight. So blood sugar stabilization is something that's a very important piece when it comes to weight loss. And two key factors when we are talking about nutrition and blood sugar stabilization is protein and carbs. So those two things are two key players. So in terms of protein actually helps to stabilize our blood sugar. And if we are eating carbs, we don't want to eat carbs on their own. You always want to have carbs with a protein. And this is because protein actually helps, when taken together with carbs, actually helps to slow the release of glucose into the blood. So when we're slowing the release of glucose into the blood, we are helping to avoid the blood sugar from spiking really high and then crashing really low. So instead of doing this, it just gets, the blood sugar goes up slowly, kind of like this, and then kind of stays off. So that's why you want to be eating your protein with your carbs if you are eating carbs. Now, when it comes to vegan versus animal sources tend to have a higher content of protein. So it makes it a lot easier if we are trying to get enough protein in our diet that we need. And this is usually based on weight and physical activity. You can get this calculated for your specific needs if you meet personally with a licensed naturopathic doctor. And you can get this calculated, how much protein do you need based on your lifestyle and what you are trying to achieve. And I have a little handout here. It actually comes in color. And if you want this, just comment me in the video and in the comments, and I will be sure to send this to you. And what this is basically a list of vegan sources of protein. Tells you the amount that you would be getting. So 1 teaspoon, half a cup, 1 cup, blah, blah, blah. How much protein is in that amount and how much carbs. And the issue is this: when we are taking in a lot of vegan proteins, it can make it really challenging. There are very few sources that have a high protein and a low carb, because that's really what you want. You want to be getting more high protein and you want to be getting less carb per serving. So it makes it really hard because a lot of vegan sources of protein are actually very high carb. So again, comment me in the comments. I'll send you this totally for free, and you can get this this list of vegan sources of protein with the amounts, and it'll tell you how much protein is in that amount and how much carbs are in there. And those are the factors that we're playing with. So again, a reminder, make sure if you are eating carbs that you are taking it in with your protein, and keep in mind animal sources of protein do tend to have higher amounts of protein per serving, but there are a few vegan sources that are low carb with higher protein, relatively speaking. Hemp shells and some vegan protein powders are good options if you're thinking about that. Comment me in the comments. I will send you this handout for the full list of the vegan sources of protein with the amounts and how much protein and carbs are in there. If you have any questions at all, I am so loving hearing from you. I've been connecting with you guys so much over the last few days. Keep the messages coming. I absolutely love connecting with you. Until next time, my name is Dr. Nadia Rizzo, naturopathic doctor, and this is Health Made Simple.